our Hatha class. We are going to be using a strap today. So if you don't have a strap at home, you can grab a scarf or a tie or a dog leash, and we're going to begin our practice laying on our back. Keep your strap close by within arm's reach. Take up some space with your arms and your legs. Take a moment and hug all of your muscles onto your bones. Make big fists, scrunch up your toes, hug up the legs, the arms, chest, abdomen, glutes, even the face, and squeezing everything a little bit closer. And then take a big breath in. And as you exhale, let's release. Diving into your breath, we pull it in and out through our nose. Breathing some depth. Feeling the expansion and contraction of our lungs. Begin to pull your breath over the back of your throat, creating a slight constriction there. Breath becomes longer, swirling in the back of the throat. It produces a sense of heat. Calm, steady strength for both our body and mind. And just being with your breath here and listening. And taking this breath with you for practice, you'll notice the potency will change as we create different shapes with our body. And to start our movement, flaring open through our fingers and toes. Eventually bending both of our knees in, draw the legs in close, hold on with your hands, and rock side to side. We'll come back to center. Hold on to your right leg and we'll stretch our left leg up. Again, firming those muscles onto our bones. We'll lower our straight leg down to the mat with full control. When it arrives, creating a circular movement with your bent leg, starting to warm around the hip and the soft tissues that support this space. And then we'll switch directions of that circle. Pause when your leg is drawing back in. Sink those shoulders back. Feel your collarbones broaden. Reach over for your strap. Open it all the way up. Placing the middle of the strap onto the ball of your foot. Allow your arms to straighten, maintaining a shoulder connection. We'll encourage this lifted leg towards us. Feeling a nice stretch in through the back of our leg while maintaining a sense of strength. We'll firm our thighs. Listen for that audible sound of your breath moving in and out. See if you can press your thigh away from you while encouraging your shin to come closer. Passing both of the straps now to your right hand. Place your left hand onto your left thigh as a reminder to stay anchored. With full control, begin to lower your right leg out to the side, finding an outward rotation so the knee and the toes are trying to turn down. The leg will not collapse down to the floor, but we're maintaining that sense of strength here with the leg lifted. Think of pressing out through the bottoms of both feet here. Drawing the abdominal wall down, we maintain a sense of strength within the trunk of our body. Let's take our leg back up to the air. You're going to pass those straps over to the left hand and lay your right arm down. Pull this lifted leg across your body, moving over into a twist. Encourage your toes to the back of the room. Working a heaviness through the right shoulder. Following your breath, going in and out. Let's rise our leg back up. Remove the strap. I'm going to keep it up in the air and strong. You're going to bend your left leg, draw it in, hold on with your hands. Then we'll lower this straight right leg down to the mat with control. When it arrives, start to create that circular-like movement, mobilizing the tissues around our left hip. And then switching directions of that circle. Pause when your leg's coming back in. Relax those shoulders back, remaining soft throughout your face. We'll grab our strap, taking it around the ball of our foot so those toes are free. Begin to walk your hands up so those arms are straight. And welcoming some length to the back of this lifted leg. Finding that balance between flexibility and strength. So we're hugging our muscles onto our thighs here. We'll pass both straps over to the left hand. Right hand comes down, connecting to right thigh. And slowly lower your left leg down. Think of that outward rotation, knee and toes trying to face down towards the floor. Stay strong through that other leg, keeping those toes facing up to the ceiling. Strong, steady breaths moving through your nose. Take your leg up, passing the straps over to your right hand, lay the left arm down, and continue to reach the leg over to the side and into your twist. Roll to the outer edge of the right foot and thigh. Bring strength to your lower abdomen. Turn your chest open towards the ceiling. We'll lift our leg back up, remove the strap, and place it off to the side. Draw both of your legs in. Squeeze them nice and close with your hands. Lift your tailbone. Get a good stretch in through your lower back. And we'll come to stack our knees on top of our hips. We'll bring our shins parallel to the ceiling, drawing the tops of our feet back to our shins. Bring the palms of your hands all the way down to the thighs and hips where they meet. Embrace the palms and the hands into one another. The palms and the hands, the palms and the thighs. And this should activate the core. We want to maintain that sense of knees stacking on top of the hips. As soon as the knees come closer, we're going to lose that core activation. And then just notice the breath moving in and out of your nose. Feel that sense of heat arrive to the abdomen. Walking our palms up now, mid-thigh area, bracing the legs and the hands into one another. Calm, steady breaths here. And we'll walk the palms up right to the top again, bracing palms and thighs into one another. That dynamic action is really creating the heat in the abdominal wall. Stick with it, noticing the potency of your breath in this moment. Release, hug your legs in nice and close, give them a squeeze. And then come all the way up. You're going to come right into your downward facing dog. Take your hips up, pedal out your legs. Bring your body to more of a still point here. Press from your shoulder blades, feel your arms get longer, allowing your hips to buoyantly rise up. And walk your feet forward. Arriving towards the top of your mat, lengthen out your spine for a half lift, and then we'll fold down, tuck your chin in at the bottom. We'll rise up to stand and leave our arms down at our sides, and we'll build a good structure here. So firm equally through your feet. Energize your legs. Lengthen your tailbone down, encouraging more strength in the lower abdomen and lifting through the crown of our head. And you'll take our arms out wide and high, stretch out the sides of our waist. Soften your knees, dive forward, hinging at the hips into your fold. Take a half lift. And then a quiet step back, finding your plank, and you're going to lower all the way down onto the front side of your body. Untuck your toes, press the tops of your feet down. Let's hover our hands and lift the chest. Keep the chest up and then connect those hands way down by the waist. Good. Bend into the hips. Come through a tabletop and then downward facing dog. Lengthen up your spine. Pressing your hips back and up. Walk your feet forward. Arrive at the top of your mat. Create length in your spine for that half lift, and then fold. We'll rise up to stand. This time, reach your arms overhead. Drive those shoulders up, and then stay standing. Lower your arms down. We're going to do that 2 more times. Lift the arms, reach up high, and then fold from your hips. Draw your lower abdomen up. Take a half lift. Then we're going to step back into our plank, hold momentarily. Bend the elbows slower than you want to, lowering all the way down to the front side. Untuck toes, hover hands, lift the chest, and then connect the hands, squeeze those elbows back. Good. Bend the hips, move through tabletop, and arriving in our downward facing dog. Wide fingers and toes, take up some surface area. Walk your feet forward to the top. Take a half lift. Folding down, lower abdomen lifts, chin tucks. And then we stand up. Reach our arms overhead. Stay strong through our legs. Lift. Stay standing. We'll lower our arms. One more time. Arms rise wide and high. Lift. And then we fold forward from the hips. Take our half lift and a step back into our plank. Firm up here in your plank, front side of the body, lifting and then maintain. Bend the elbows, lower down. Untuck toes. Let's hover the hands, lift the chest. Good. Connect those palms, squeezing our elbows back. And then bend the hips, rise up through table, and then into our down dog. Deep breaths. Notice the potency. Notice the pace. Move your feet to the top of your mat. Take that half lift. And then we're folding down to our strong legs. Let's rise up. Reach our arms overhead. Lengthen out the sides of our waist. And then stay standing. Lower our arms. We're going to find chair pose. Bend into your knees, sink your hips, and then take your arms forward and overhead. Really bracing your feet down here. Feel that surge of energy travel up your legs. Drive your shoulders forward and up, creating some length in our spine here. Calm, steady breaths moving through our nose still. Good, and then we'll straighten our legs, lower our arms down. You're gonna take a large step back with either foot, doesn't matter. You're gonna arrive to the long side of your mat, turning all 10 toes to face that way too. Bring your arms out wide, turn those palms down. Then we'll turn the right toes to the short side of the mat. And you're going to bend into your knee, settle those hips down, and arrive in Warrior Two. Feeling nice and strong. We want our knee to be facing the same direction as our toes. And then hug your feet beneath you. Feel the strength in your legs. Let's straighten that right leg, turn those toes to the long side and the left toes to the short side. Bend the knee, sink in, find your Warrior Two. Hips are sinking, crown of the head lifting, always looking for that dynamic energy within our body. And we'll straighten our left leg, turn the toes to the long side of the mat, release our arms, and then heel toe the feet in until you can get a comfortable space to step back forward. So from the top of your mat, we're going to gather your hands in front of your chest. You're going to shift the weight over to the right foot, and you're going to bend your left knee, and you're going to pull it up. Point the toe of that lifted leg. Find your balance, setting the gaze off in the distance, something eye level and not moving. Connect your lifted foot back down, recalibrate 2 points. And then we'll move the weight to the left side and we'll bend our right knee, draw it up. Lengthen the tailbone down, draw the crown of the head up. And we'll return our foot down, recalibrate, and then release our arms. Let's take the arms wide and high, lifting and reach. And then fold down from your hips. Taking a half lift. And then we're stepping back into that plank again. Firm up the body. And then you're going to bend the elbows, lower all the way down onto the front side, untucking our toes. We're going to reach our arms behind us this time. As the tops of the feet press down, feel the legs energize. Abdominal wall strong. We're going to breathe in, draw our chest up, pulling our shoulders back. We build upper body strength here. Maintain the strength down through the legs, all the way through the toes. And then let's release, lower down. Same strength to the legs and abdomen. We're going to keep the hands down. This time we'll lift chest and legs up. Reach those toes back. Broaden the collarbones, pulling your shoulders back. And we'll slowly lower down. Power up your legs and abdomen. Last lift. So hands stay down. Strengthen up the legs and abdomen before lifting your legs and chest up. And then think about getting really long here, front and back of the mat. Posture is powered by your breath. And slowly returning down. Bend your elbows, connect your hands, press up through a tabletop, and you're going to come right into a seated position. Comfortable seat with your legs out in front. You're going to bend your right knee and you're going to cross the foot over top of this straight leg. See if you can ground those hips down and hook the left elbow pit to the front of the knee. Take your right hand behind you and then arriving in this big, beautiful twist. If you would like to explore connecting your outer arm to your outer leg here, you can. Hips grounding, back of the ribs lifting. Keep lengthening out our breath. We'll take one more. And we'll untwist, face forward, stretch our right leg out, and then we'll bend the left. Bring it across, secure the hips, and we'll take the right elbow pit to the front of the shin, left hand behind, find that rotation up your spine. And then possibility of taking outer arm, outer leg. Dive a little deeper into your breath. Beautiful. Unwind your body, and we're going to lower down onto our backs. When you arrive, let's bend our knees, connect our feet hip width apart, and bring our arms along down the side of our body. Let's lift the hips, rising up to the ceiling. Think of anchoring those feet down. Fire up our thighs here. See if that strength can take our hips higher. And we'll begin to lower our hips down. Take a full breath in and a nice long breath out. Again, we'll lift the hips, bracing our feet down into the mat. And begin to lower down. Draw your right leg in, straighten your left leg out. Lower it down to the mat. And we'll come into a twist. Hips are going to shift slightly to the right side before you pull your bent leg across your body. Every exhale breath helping you into your twist. And we'll start to unwind, connect our feet, center our hips. And draw the left leg in. Let's stretch the right leg down. Hips shift to the left side before pulling this bent leg across our body. We arrive into the twist on the other side. And unwind. Connect your feet, squaring the hips up. We'll draw our legs in one last time. Take some intuitive movements. You might find a happy baby, a rock, or just allow the legs to dangle up in the air. Eventually, taking your body into a comfortable position to lay down and rest. And we'll find our breath. Notice your inhale. See if you can lengthen out your exhale. That longer breath out, providing your body an opportunity to really relax. The mind follows suit. Immersing ourselves in our breath. You can stay here in this quiet moment as long as time permits you today. And thank you for sharing a piece of your practice.